Got us tonight. Jen A, there you are. You're back to number one, Jen. You're the first one back in. I love that how you managed to do that very, very well. Yeah. So you know what the problem was? The stream was doing very well, and I think that whatever. I don't know. It happens. What are you going to do? So our streak of 5 streams in a row without interruption are over. So we'll give it a minute to get everybody in here. Yeah, that sucked. We had a really good stream going. But we'll just give it a minute. Let some people get back in here. Unbelievable. Big Brother says no. Exactly. Unreal, huh? Yeah, what are you going to do? I am so used to it at this point. It has been going on for quite a while. And, you used the U word, right? I don't know. Pissed them off. Pissed somebody off. So, all right. So, again, I'm just going to say it really quickly. If we have another interruption, I will get right back on again. So please just be patient, hang in there with me. And again, you might not get notified. So just, watch for it. I will get right back on. I promise. I always will do that. So school officials are saying they might not be opening school in Memphis, Tennessee schools. Makes me sick. I'm not surprised. I think a lot of places are going to have a real issue with trying to open up. Again, we talked about that in another stream, that they didn't have the money. When you gave, what was it? I think it was $12.5 billion that they gave for the school systems, for all the schools. So think about that for a second. All the schools in the entire country, $12.5 billion. Okay. Now you spread that out over all the school districts. I mean, you look at it just in one state, how many school districts are in one state? At the same time, they gave the airlines a $25 billion bailout, double. And how many airlines are there? Not that many airlines. So some of those airlines did very, very well. And granted, don't get me wrong. The airline industry is taking a huge hit. The travel industry is taking a huge hit. All those, any kind of thing like that have been getting just decimated. Cruise lines, forget about it. You know what I mean? It's bad. Okay. So teachers are boycotting the opening of schools. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. It's not a good situation. They're not prepared. They're not ready. So that's the other part of this whole thing. They need to figure out in this next stimulus how much they're going to give the schools to help these schools get going and getting opened. Our kids need to be a top priority. And again, I just saw a thing, and I thought this was pretty funny because it's true. It was a teacher, and a teacher said, how are you going to get kids to stop social distancing, running up, giving each other a hug, especially young kids? You're not going to stop that. Are you going to stop young kids? And this is another thing that she had said, and I thought this was hilarious as well. She said they're going to lick their hand, chase each other around yelling Corona. That's what kids do. Everything is a joke. It's not real. That's what happens with kids. So, and you can't isolate these kids. You can't do it. There's no way. It's not good for them psychologically. Hey, Glenn Zimmerman, thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. We'll go back to unemployment now because now we're back up to like 528 people already in the chat. Again, real quick, I'll ask for another thumbs up. Let's just bump that number up really, really well, please. Again, it really helps with the algorithms, which is a good thing for me. And also, like I said, I like to see a good number of thumbs up. So I would ask you to show you that support. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I would also ask you to please subscribe to the channel as well. So we're going back to the unemployment, okay? So when you have, like I said, so if you were making $1,000 a week and now on unemployment you get $500 a week, right? And your bills are still at your $1,000 a week paycheck. Those don't change because most people live beyond their means. It's the reality of it. I mean, I'm not trying to degrade anybody, put anybody down, but most people live paycheck to paycheck. They have, whatever bills that they have, and those don't go away because you're out of work because of a virus, and you got sent home. So that extra $600 a week really did help a lot of people. And I think that that's something that as this continues and is continuing, as the numbers continue to go up, I think that should be extended. because what you're going to end up having happen, you're going to have to start making decisions on what you can pay and what you cannot pay. Now, obviously, a lot of people were saying, and again, it was the Republican side that was saying this, that a lot of these people are taking advantage of that. It incentivizes them not to go back to work. And I get it. I understand that point. And it some people, it probably does. Okay. But again, you have to look at what is going on. This is unprecedented territory that we're in. A lot of these folks don't have jobs to go back to because those jobs are no longer there. That's one of the things that people need to think about. Hey, Crystal Brooks, thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And it's sad. It really, really is sad. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's a really crappy situation. There's nothing good about any of it. So, St. Louis prosecutor's office busted altering evidence resemble non-operable McCloskey pistol to classified as lethal. Oh, like I said, I that whole situation, and here's the problem. And this is a question, and somebody had put this in the comments, and I was going to put it in when I did the video on that, how they were charged. Okay. And I forgot to talk about it. Who else was charged for breaking down the gate, for trespassing on private property, for threatening the family? They threatened to kill their dog, to kill them, to burn down their house. They threatened, I'm going to be living in that room. All this nonsense. Again, that's not peaceful protesting. You can't make that up. That's not, it's there. It's all on video, and they have the right to protect themselves. It's a castle state as well with the way that their laws are. They have the right to protect themselves. It'll be thrown out. That prosecutor needs to be fired for bringing charges. That's all. It's all a political stunt, in my opinion. And that's just all the grandstanding, and they need to nip that in the bud as well. So the DA trumped that with the pistol and made it functional again. That's a felony. Yeah, well, if they tampered with it, then it's definitely, tampering with evidence is not a good thing either. But I think she needs to be fired. You know what? You can't do things like that to people that are in fear. I'm sorry, but if somebody kicks down your gate, comes on your property, is threatening you on your own property, I believe that they showed a lot of restraint, because I think a lot of people would have opened fire. So, and I hear people say, well, if you open fire and then they rush them, people are not going to rush you. There's a lot of, we're a big tough guy. We're a bunch of big crowd. You start shooting a few people, they're all running away. Guaranteed. I don't care how big the crowd is. And depending, if they have weapons as well, some would probably return fire. But for the most part, that crowd is going to run. And again, they were breaking the law. They did the thing that was wrong. Those people have a right to defend their home. And that's where I stand on that one. But it's just nuts. What I'm going to do real quickly, guys, I want to talk about this really, really quickly. These are the last 4 things I wanted to show you. JDAGA, all right, the CBD store. The link is on my website. Everything works now. We got it all squared away. If you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, it'll scroll past. You'll see JDAGA. You click on that. It will take you right to the JDAGA website, okay? Also, down in the description below is a link there as well. If you click on that, that will take you right there to the website as well. If you decide to make a purchase for any kind of CBD or hemp products, make sure you use Prepper Nurse 1, and that's the number 1, not ONE. Prepper Nurse 1. As you check out with your coupon code, it will save you 15%, okay? So I want to do this real quick. I got 4 things I want to show you, and then we're done with that stuff. I've done like 3 in the different 3 different streams. I showed different products, okay? So the first one I wanted to show you was CBD drops. This is 1,500 milligram CBD, okay? This is a CBD oil. There's no flavor or mint flavor. There's no flavor, or you can get mint flavor. It comes in 250 milligrams, which is best for animals. 500 milligram is for small statured people. 1,000 milligrams is a typical person's stature. 1,500 milligrams for extreme conditions in the larger statured people. 3,500 milligrams for cancer, extreme statures, and extreme conditions, okay? It helps with anxiety, insomnia, pain relief, fluid reduction, arthritis, relaxation, muscle cramping, epilepsy, diabetes 1 and 2, blood sugar, nephropathy, I'm saying that wrong, but ADHD, ADD, blood glucose, inflammation, and cholesterol. Okay, so I wanted to show you that one more time. So that is, and I don't have the price of this one on here. I don't know what the price of that one is, but Becca, you dropped the ball. You're fired. No, I'm only kidding. So that's that one. Autism's Backyard Garden. I started prepping because of what I learned from you, and I talk about it on my channel. Thank you for teaching me. Well, you're very welcome, and thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that, and I'm happy to see more and more people prep. I just think that is absolutely awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick, guys, I promise. The next one is CBD Instant Wrinkle Removal. It's 20 milligrams, okay? This one is reduces and eliminates wrinkles in minutes, gives you an instant facelift, stimulates cell growth while combining the future formation of wrinkles, your new go-to for face rejuvenation and retaining moisture. This is a skincare breakthrough, and that is $30.